Hello, everyone. Happy African History Month. Today is the 5th of November, and one of the things we're doing today is doing a story section at the library, the Johnstown Central Library in Cavan, where we have a bit of some exhibitions at the library. We have students coming in locally for these different sections, and we have the community coming in as well to talk and chat about some of the exhibitions that we have. So we are still inviting people to join us. So today I'm going to quickly take you through this map and tell you a little bit about the Yoruba land. The Yoruba land and the Yoruba people of Nigeria, which is one of the nations in Africa. The Yoruba people speaks a language called Yoruba, and a common language. That's a common language between all these people of Yoruba land called Yoruba. I'm going to go through some of the major states in Nigeria that are part of the Yoruba people. We have Lagos. Many of you would know Lagos because Lagos was formerly the capital for Nigeria. So we have Lagos. We have Ondo states. We have Ogun states. We have Osun states. Ilorin is also part of these states. We have the Ekiti states. Ondo, we have Ekiti. We have, like I said, Lagos. We have Ondo Ekiti, Lagos. We have Ilorin. We have Oyo. And we have Osun. We also have Benin. So these states which I've mentioned are part of the states that and are part of the people that that are part of these Yoruba people. All the states consist of states within the territory, the western part of Nigeria. And these people constitute the Yoruba people that we're talking about today. So, Oyo has a capital, which is known as Ibadan. Osun has a capital, which is known as Oshogbo. We have like I mentioned, the Ogun State, which the capital known as Abeokuta. The people of Ekiti State are capital, I think, now is known as Akure. So the other states, the Abeokuta and part of the other states there, which is on this map, which I'm going to talk us through. We have Ijebu, we have Iwo, Ila, we have Owo, and we have the Daomi, Okene. So these are all the states, city, capitals, town, major towns that make up the states that consist of the people of the Yoruba people. And the Yoruba I think I might have lost you. You might have lost me just there now. And you're welcome if you're just joining us. This is Susanna Olatunji Kumalafe. Today is the 5th day of the celebration of the African History Month, and we are having conversation about the Yoruba people. The Yoruba people who are part of the Western, who make up the Western part of Nigeria, and with that speaks the major language called Yoruba. And we've mentioned some of the states that consist of these Yoruba people that speaks this language. The capital, the cities, and the major cities and capital there before we were cut off. I'm going to bring back so give me a moment here as I share with you the the map which we're using to have the conversation for this evening. So this is the map we were talking about, and I was talking you through the Yoruba people, which originated from the western part of Nigeria, and they speak the language now known a common language, I'll call it, because each of these Yoruba people have their own different languages and dialects they speak in their own area, but the Yoruba is the common language that brings them together. So I've mentioned the states. Now, this each of the states has a language that they speak, and they also have different dialects within those states. Those people itself, but they have a common language that is known as Yoruba, and that's why they are referred to as Yoruba people because they speak that common language. They use that common language to unify. Sorry, there. So the common language is what they've used to unify themselves. So they've used the common language to unify themselves together. And the common language is known as Yoruba. So I will talk you through some of those languages, but then I will also talk you through their greetings as well. Like I said, each of those people have a dialect that is unique to them, but the Yoruba language is a common language among is a common language that unifies them together, and that is why they are known as Yoruba people. There's really no meaning in the language which they speak, which is called Yoruba. The word Yoruba doesn't really have a meaning. There's nothing to really how to define or to explain what means itself. But that's what the language you speak has been known to be Yoruba, which unifies them together. And one of the ways in which they greet in Yoruba, if I want to say hello to you guys, if I want to greet you guys, hello, I would say bawoni. So what means in their language means how are you? Bawoni. Bawoni means how are you? So how are you? So if I want to say how, just to say hello or hi, I'm gonna say bow bawo. So bawo on its own is just hi, how are you? Like or just to say hi, hello. Bawoni means how are you? Like how are you? As in how are you? So that's the general greetings in that language. Great. So the states, look at the map again. From this map, you see looking at this map again, you will see what I'm talking about. The states, I've mentioned them. Lagos, which is formerly known as the capital for Nigeria, Ijebu, Abeokuta, Ibadan, Oyo. We have the Ondo, the Benin, Owo. These are capital states. The major states are the Ondos and the Lagos and the Oyo, Oshun, Ilorin. Then we have all the towns and big cities. Ila, Oshogbo is a big city for Oshun, which is the capital. Ibadan is the capital for Oyo. Ogun State, Abeokuta. We have the Ekiti, Ondo, which is the Akure. So we're back again. You've lost me just there. I tell you, this is how the it's the issue of internet sometimes. Like so, that is the first segment for today, which is the 5th of November. We were talking about the Yoruba people, which are part of the Nigerian as a nation. Nigeria is one of the nations in Africa. It's one of the countries we have in Africa that make up the continent of Africa. And the Yoruba people are part of the western part of Nigeria. I've mentioned the states. And these Yoruba people travels far as America. There's a place there. They travel as far as Brazil. They have a community. They traveled nearly Cuba, so many places around the world. They've traveled. One of the key figures in the Yoruba people is named Odudua, and I'm going to tell you more about Odudua. Not tonight, but I'll tell you comprehensive about who is Odudua and what Odudua is, and tell you some stories with regards to that. But tonight, I want to say thank you for joining me. We've been having this up and down in terms of the internet. My name again is Susanna Olatujikomolafe, and I'm the founder for this initiative, African History Month, which we celebrate in the month of November here in Ireland. Is a global celebration. We use this as a global platform to celebrate the African History Month and every month of November. So if you're based locally in Cavan, or if you're anywhere within Ireland and you would like to join us to view the exhibitions we have going on at the Johnstown Central Library in Navan. We're there for a week. We're there from Monday till Friday. So if you want to join us, come down to Cavan for a day and you'd like to visit the Johnstown Central Library to join us, we'll be looking forward to having you. Thank you for staying with me for this evening. Celebrate Africa in your home, your place of work, wherever you are. Join us in celebrating the second largest continent, which is Africa. Thank you.